Man is in critical condition tonight after being shot by police in the Bronx. Authorities say he pointed a gun at them, but it turned out to be fake. Police got a call that a man pointed a weapon at someone walking along East 167th Street and Grant Avenue. When the officers arrived on the scene and asked someone matching the description to show his hands, they say the man pointed his weapon toward them and they opened fire. The fake gun was later found at the scene.
Well, police shootings under investigation tonight in the Bronx. They say a man was wielding a fake gun that had a real knife attached to it. Officers opened fire when he refused to drop it. He is in critical condition tonight. Pix 11's Ch1 has more.
This is the fake gun with a real knife attached to it. The police say the suspect pointed at them very early Saturday morning. They were responding to a 911 call at 12:38 a.m. Police say the 911 caller was walking along East 167th Street and Grant Avenue in the Bronx when he says he was approached by a male who pointed a firearm at him. Police arrived at the location and saw a male matching the description by the 911 caller near 167th and Finlay Avenue.
The officers approached the male who was holding a weapon in his hand. The officers ordered the suspect to show them his hands when he pointed the weapon towards the officers. Two uniformed officers discharged their weapons, striking the suspect in the torso.
Police immediately requested an ambulance for the suspect. The two officers were also then taken to an area hospital for evaluation.
Sometimes the people is crazy. We use something first and then look what happened now. Because I think the police doing that's supposed to do it because it's real what's going on.
Evidence markers were still visible at the scene of the shooting as police kept East 167th Street closed all day. Neighbors were concerned about this shooting.
You can't even come outside and be safe anymore these days. Crime happens anywhere. In the good neighborhoods, in the ghettos, what they call. Anywhere crime happens, so it doesn't matter the area.
Police say the 21-year-old suspect is in critical condition at Lincoln Hospital. They also say the entire shooting was captured on police body cams as their investigation is continuing. From the Morrisania section of the Bronx, Ch1, Pix 11 News.
By police officers, the NYPD says it happened when a man pointed a weapon at them. New York One's Lydia Hu joins us. She's in the concourse section of the Bronx with the very latest for us. Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Kristen. We now know that the firearm recovered from the scene was a fake gun with a real knife attached to it. And police saying that this early morning incident involved two uniformed officers from the 44th Precinct. I'm going to step out of the way. You can see the scene here as it is under investigation near 167th and Finlay Avenue in the Bronx. NYPD says that a 911 call came in early this morning around 12:38. The caller said that he encountered a man near this area at Grant Avenue that pointed a gun. And when the police responded, they found a man matching the description just a couple blocks away. Listen to what police say happened next after they encountered this man.
The officers ordered the suspect to show them his hands when he pointed the weapon towards the officers. Two uniformed officers discharged their weapons, striking the suspect in the torso.
That suspect was taken to an area hospital and is in critical condition. Now, here's another look at that firearm that we now know is fake with a real knife attached to it. Now, this investigation is ongoing. Those officers also taken to an area hospital for evaluation. They were wearing body cameras. That's the latest here from the concourse section of the Bronx. Kristen, Lydia Hu, New York One. I'll send it back to you. Lydia, thank you. Right now, the NYPD is investigating a shooting in the Bronx involving two of their own officers.
Police say they shot a man who pointed a gun at them early this morning, but it turns out that gun was fake. CBS 2's Mark Liverman has more on the story from the Morrisania section. Mark?
Yes, Cindy and Andrea, police say that suspect pointed a gun at them that they thought was real, and that is why they fired those shots. This is what the scene looks like now, pretty close to 9 hours since all of this happened. You see all the evidence markers all over the road there. In the distance, more police units all over. They've got this section of road shut down in both directions, but it was absolute chaos when this happened early this morning. Take a listen. Radio dispatch captured the tense seconds police officer shot a man after responding to a call. A man had been walking around with a gun near East 167th Street and Finley Avenue in the concourse section. Police say a couple called 911, saying the man pointed his weapon at them.
If he pulled out a gun on him, if the man pulled out a gun on him and his girlfriend, says the gun is possibly in his jacket at this time.
It happened just before 1 a.m. Police say as soon as they got to the scene, they ordered the suspect to show his hands. That's when they say he pointed his weapon at them.
2 uniformed officers discharged their weapons, striking the suspect in the torso. The officers immediately rendered aid to the suspect and requested an ambulance to the scene.
Okay, one down. The female with me, the female. Slow it down.
That suspect was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Police say this was the gun the suspect pointed at them, and they say it wasn't real.
An imitation firearm was recovered at the scene.
The picture released by police shows the fake gun with what looks like a knife attached to one end of it. And so far, police haven't released any other information on that suspect. We're live in the concourse section of the Bronx. Mark Liverman, CBS 2 News.
Mark, thank you.